What's up guys, T-Slabs here. We're back with a brand new Draft League video, baby. I'm your coach of the Buffalo Drills, and this is our round 1 game of playoffs for the UNPL Academy. This week we're going up against Gurtbilbo and the Old English Ice Cubes. Of course, you can go check out our opponent and all the other UNPL coaches down in the description below, as well as be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on our Pokemon content, and leave a like if you do end up enjoying the video. I would really appreciate it. There was a break last week as our opponent was not able to battle, and despite the rough start to our season, we clutched up a playoff spot with our win week 7, and we're looking to take down the number 1 seed to advance to the next round. Now let's not hold back the game any longer, and let's get right into the battle. And here we are getting into round 1 of the UNPL playoffs, going up against Coach Gurtbilbo, I think that's how it's pronounced, and the Old English IQ, number 1 seed in their division. So we got our work cut out for us. Of course, they picked us, and the reason for that is because they fucking destroy us with Latios. So I'm not surprised to see it there at the bottom. We're going to see Zarude, I wrote Darude, whoops, Annihilate, which I'm kind of surprised to see, low-key. I feel like I had a pretty good Annihilate matchup. We see Belly Bolt, which is one of their hero captains. Not surprised to see that thing. The Heatran, the Galar Wheezing, which makes sense. That's his only form of removal. We got a lot of hazard options on our team. And then we got the Latios. So we see no Vaporeon, which is nice. No Ursaluna Blood Moon, which is pretty nice. And no Dodrio. So we always had a game plan set and ready for us. That's going to be leading off with our Sash Quillfish. And pretty much in every single scenario that I can think of, we should at least get Toxic Spike set up. I'm very, very confident in the fact that they're going to be a Levitate Galar Wheezing, because I mean I got a Great Tusk sitting on the bench right now. Why would you not run Levitate Galar Wheezing? Another possibility is that Belly Bolt being Terra Flying, because that would be a pretty decent counter into my Galar Wheezing, or not my Galar Wheezing, my Great Tusk as well. But I mean, no matter what, we should be in a good spot. Yeah, we're just looking to pick up a win here and move on to round 2. We got a 4-attack Cinderace. We got our Habanberry Latios, just 3 attacks and Healing Wish, because our Skarmory is not running Roost. So we might need to Healing Wish that thing up to deal with the Zarude or the Annihilate late game. We got our sub Calm Mind Primarino, got an AV Thundy T, and then we got our Sash Quillfish, which we're going to lead with right now. So this was a possible, one of the more plausible leads I expected from our opponent, as they are just going to lead with their Heatran. I get the taunt here. I should outspeed this thing unless it's Scarf. Prevent Rocks. Burning Rocks is super important, as I didn't bring my Great Tusk to remove hazards, and my Skarmory, well, Skarmory doesn't get Defog, so we should just be fine here to outspeed and get the taunt off. If they have Mirror Herb, I mean, good on you. You got me, right? We're going to go ahead and see the Magma Storm come off. So it's going to knock us down to 162, which seems pretty offensive to me. So Heatran's going to knock me down to 162 with a Magma Storm, which, let me see, 57. That did 43% to me. So that's actually not offensive. Yeah, it's actually not offensive at all. So I'm going to go ahead and Terra here and get my Toxic Spike up. It counters a, if they try to click Earth Power to pick me off here. I get my Toxic Spike up, which is what I want. It's really, really nice for the Annihilate, the Belly Bolt, and that Zarude, if it's not, if none of those are boots. But we're going to see a Taunt, though, which is super nice for me. As we're going to see Sea Smoke, I imagine that's Galar Wheezing, not the Lati. Okay, so I kind of wish I Thunder Waved, but that's fine with me. So we get our Toxic Spike up, which is super, super nice. We are going to get the Terra off, and I'm just going to Thunder Wave this thing. No reason not to, I don't think. It's good to see what this thing wants to do. Maybe they overpredict and click Flip Turn. I get a nice Thunder Wave off on something. Maybe we get to see an item, anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Thunder Wave here. I have no reason not to. And we're going to let our Quillfish go down here. So we're actually going to see the Future Sight, which is awesome. That's so awesome that we see the Future Sight here. So we're going to catch a Thunder Wave onto this Latios. That's actually awesome. Okay. I'm surprised that happened. Paralyzed Latios. That means like my Latios never has to worry about revenging this thing. Like that just makes my game 100% easier. So what are they going to do with this Future Sight up? Of course, I didn't bring my Dark type in Scrafty this week. So how do I want to deal with this is the thing, because I think they flip turn. I think I just stay in, allow them to kill me. I get to go into Latios from there, and we're fine. We can take the Psychic hit, and we can just attack from there. So I think that's a good position to be in. I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Poison Jab here, or a Thunder Wave on them pivoting out, which could be a nice play. Could definitely be nice. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to Thunder Wave on them flip turning, because I think you try to get initiative. Oh, we outspeed. I am so dumb. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. So we are going to see the flip turn. So that was a really, really bad play from me. I could have Poison Jabbed and gotten off really important ship that would have put it in range of my LATI or my... Yeah, that was really bad. That was really bad on me. I am stupid. It's all good, though. Somehow my Quillfish is still alive. It's supposed to be like a turn 2 stack, and it is still sitting here. So that's super awesome. And, I mean... The only thing I can see coming in is what? We're going to see the Heat Ran come in again. I'm going to go ahead and taunt this thing. I would prefer that rocks are not on my side of the field more than anything right now. So I'm going to go ahead and click taunt here. If they take me out, that's completely fine with me. Man, that Poison Jab play. I can't believe I got that wrong. That was just complete me being dumb. So that's a little unfortunate. So... Heatran should take us out here. If not, the Lati's going to take us out. So down goes our Quillfish this turn, no matter what. I mean, you can make a double here because you know I'm probably just going to go for a save taunt or something like that. It's really up to you what you want to do here. But I mean, I'm just going to prevent rocks from going up and be in a decent spot. I mean, maybe they'll Magma Storm and waste another PP for whatever reason. Yeah, they're just going to try to rocks up. So that's fine with me. So Stealth, Rock. So down goes our Quill, which is fine. So Latios kills Quill. So how do I want to take advantage of this? Of course, I don't have the Great Tusk this game to easily revenge it, which is a little unfortunate, but we can just go into Primarina here. And we just really get a free hit off. With that, I can sub on Belly Bolt coming in, on the Zarude coming in, and then I'm guaranteed damage. So I kind of enjoy that play. I'm going to go ahead and click sub here. Look at me with the even HP. That's unfortunate. Bad plays all around. So we're gonna go ahead and sub here pretty freely. Of course, I guess they probably outspeed me here. But I mean, I don't think you ever want to stay in here is the problem. You can go hard as a Rude. You can just go Belly Bolt. We're gonna see a Magma Storm, so they are just gonna attack me. So I don't really love that. But now the Zarude can't. The Zarude is unable to revenge me right now, which is nice. So, not exactly playing the best right now. I guess that makes sense if they just stay in, because they just want to be able to get the rocks off. How many more turns are they taunted? So they can get rocks up next turn, which I don't like at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and click Psychic Noise here. I should just be able to two-shot this thing. We're actually going to see the withdrawal, which is awesome. I don't see Rock coming up. And the Magma Storm's ended. So we're going to see Tessarion. What is that? We're going to see Belly Bolt come in. I mean, it's going to get poisoned. Perfect. So it's not boots. Now we're just going to go ahead and get our Psychic Noise off. We're going to prevent any healing shenanigans from this thing. What, that did like 15-20% to the Belly Bolt. So Belly Bolt did about 15 to 20%. So it looks pretty specially defensive. That is a Spadef Belly Bolt for sure. And I think we just saw leftovers. I wasn't paying attention. But leftovers, because I think it's gave me the dialogue that it got canceled, which is nice. So we're looking at a Spadef Belly Bolt here. I get to go ahead, and I think I just want to Calm Mind here. I don't see why not. That or can just attack into this thing, but I think if I start Calm Minding up, then I can get another sub up for free against this thing eventually, and then I don't have to worry about like losing my my sub against that Zarude, and I can also stall and rack up more poison damage, which is nice. So we're gonna see a Volt Switch. I don't know if this breaks. This might not. That was a good play though, because yeah, that should break. Yeah, now I'm threatened by the Zarude. Okay. Bad play by me. Should have just gotten my damage off. Not playing the greatest right now. This lets in Zarude. I go Scarm. I can just set up my rocks, I think. which is fine. Heat Ran comes in, and then they set up rocks. I think I just stay in and taunt against the Heat Ran. I hopefully outspeed. I might not, though. Heat Ran. I actually don't. I definitely don't. Unless they're like negative speed. So, not a good spot for me to be in. I really want to make the play on them, like U-turning or something like that. We're also not going to see boots on this Zarude either. It'd be cool to make the play on this thing, but I just can't risk that, of course. Gotta pivot out here and go into my Skarmory. And maybe just get on my rocks here. We're going to see right now. And I can go Thundy, but then I have to take the knock the following turn because they outspeed me. I could go hard Cinderace, but there's just no point. Skarmory is super free here. And just getting up my rocks will be super nice for that Belly Bolt. It'll be super nice for the Heat Ran at this point. So I think that's going to be really nice. Not playing the greatest right now, but I think the Toxic Spikes and right now the Prep is really coming in nice, which is good to see. So we're going to go ahead and pivot out, go into Skarm. If they make a U-turn play, I mean, awesome on them, right? I was going to say, there's no way you do that. Oh, they're Giga Drain. So that's even greater to see that they're Giga Drain. That means with enough Calm Minds up, we can just 1v1 this Zarude, especially with the poison. So, their special is Zarude. So I expect to see, like, what, a Dark Pulse right now from this Zarude? Okay. How much am I taking? Do I even have a special set in the damage? It doesn't. Interesting. So let me see. Timid, and I see Dark Pulse. I should live it. Do you get like Nasty Plot or something like that? What do you get to set up with right now? You do get Nasty Plot. I kind of just want to try to set up my rocks here. That I could Brave Bird. I can set up my rocks. I could Taunt. I think Taunt is nice on the Heat Ran coming in. I can just continue to prevent rocks from coming up, which I think is going to be super, super important, especially for my Thundy. So I'm going to go ahead and click Taunt here. I think Taunt on the Heat Ran coming in is going to be super, super nice. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to see characters the Heat Ran come in, so we're going to continue to prevent these rocks from going up, which is super nice. So, no rocks for them. They're forced into another Magma Storm or something along those lines. I could go hard into Cinderace, but it doesn't do much for me at that point. Could go into Charge Bolt, which isn't bad necessarily, just because I don't really need to take... I'm not going to be taking hits on the LATI too much anymore, because I outspeed it. I can easily revenge that thing. So I could go into Thundurus and get a Volt Switch off, and get some chip off there before going into Primarina. Which doesn't seem like a terrible play to me. It also covers like an Earth Power or something like that, like a random Earth Power for Cinderace coming in. Am I going to regret taking that damage? I don't think so. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go into my Thundurus here. We're going to see a double out on them. I mean, nothing they go into here like threatens me is the thing. They're going to go Dreamfire. What is that? Galar Wheezing. We don't actually see an ability pop or anything like that. Am I dumb for that? We didn't see Misty Surge, but we also didn't see that the T-Spike sword. Oh, Levitate doesn't like show. I don't know why I'm having... It's been a long day, dude. But yeah, we're in a great spot now, finally. I mean, they didn't bring their... Yeah, I mean, they didn't bring their Ursaluna to eat this Thunderbolt. Or Volt Switch, for that matter. I think I want to go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, I don't have a way of preventing this thing from getting the defog off at the moment. After we Volt Switch, though... let's just Thunderbolt. Whatever, let's just Thunderbolt then. I can Thunderbolt into Volt Switch. Should be able to pick up the KO, and then I don't have to worry about pivoting into this thing. We're going to see a Gunk. Ooh, that's going to hurt a lot. Wow. And we're going to get the... They're going to get the poison. Okay, then I'm going to Volt Switch on this turn. They don't value the defog, which is nice. Getting damage like that sucks. But we do have Healing Wish in the back, of course, which isn't a bad thing whatsoever. Could have also... Alright, so we're going to see the Galar using super weak. We're going to see Zarude coming out. We're going to go ahead and click Volt Switch. So they will know that we aren't choice. But that's fine with me. I'm going to get the Volt Switch off. I'm going to be able to go back into Skarm and get a Body Press off on their team. I think that's fine. That or go Cinderace here. Cinderace, and then get to click like a low kick against their team. Let's just go. I don't see why not, right? Go Cinderace and get a low kick off. They go G-Weezing, I can Revenge with Pyro. Latios, you gotta fear the U-turn. Belly Bolt could come in, I guess that'd be a problem. Annihilate would be a little annoying. Let's just go into Skarm. I think Skarm is fine. I get to Body Press this turn. That or I could try to set up my rocks right now. I kind of like setting up my rocks right now. Now let's just Body Press to get that damage off because this Zarude's already really weak. I'm not really worried about it. I'm gonna Body Press. We're gonna see a withdrawal. So are we gonna see the Heat Ran come back in? No way, right? We are gonna see the Heat Ran come in. Okay. So I wish I taunted or set up rocks, but the damage is gonna be nice for Body Press. We're gonna do a ton of damage. We're gonna see leftovers, and we're probably gonna see the rocks go up. But I can also punish this thing and just kill it. At that point, Belly Bolt could come in, but I could taunt it. That's fine. Latios coming in is fine. I think I'm fine letting this go down. I'm not scared of Zarude or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and Body Press. I'm fine with this thing going down. They're gonna Magma Storm. That's cool. I think I'm in a good spot. I don't think I lose to anything, the Zarude or the Annihilate at this point. So Heat Ran's gonna kill Skarm. That's fine with me. I really just don't want these rocks to go up against my team. So Body Press did like 65%. So we're looking at like, I'm confused what their spread is. Maybe they did more than that. We should outspeed this thing though. We're good to go into. Do I want to go Cinderace right now and low kick? If I go Cinderace and low kick, G-Weezing can't pivot in. Latios is scared of me. Belly Bolt is fine. That's what I want to do. That I can go back into Prim and do what I was doing before. But this prevents rocks from going up. This prevents rocks from going up. So I'm fine with that. I'm gonna go into Cinderace here. So actually, we only did like 55% with that Body Press. So it's like a max def set. So that looks more right. So here I can just fire off a low kick and should be able to pick up the KO. Always on this thing. You're gonna protect. You're gonna scout. Would I click here? I'm gonna go ahead and click low kick. I just click it again. If you go Annihilate, good on you, bro. I'm not really worried. So I'm gonna go ahead and click it again. We're gonna see if the losing Skarm is gonna come back to bite me. I feel like it shouldn't, right? Like I think I'm in a good spot against everything on their team. I would say the worst thing on this team would be like a Scarfed Annihilate right now. But even then, like we have options to revenge that thing. As long as we like don't allow Rage Fits to get powered up, which I think we can do pretty easily. So I'm not really worried about it right now. And Zarude, I have Cinderace to revenge it. So I'm not like in like a terrible spot, I feel like. You can go Belly Bolt here. Belly Bolt would probably be the most unfortunate thing to see come in. But I'm not gonna make an over prediction quick pyro here. There's no point for me. There's no point in me doing that. We're gonna see a withdrawal. I think I've been playing pretty safe, so maybe now is the point in which I start making some predictions. I am curious. Wow, that low kick Loki did a lot. Is Psychic, not Psychic, is Future Sight an attacking move? Or is it like considered status? Psychic, or not Psychic, what is it called? Future Sight. It's considered an attacking move, so I could totally Sucker Punch this thing, which I don't see a problem with. And I kind of want to do that. I just want to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and click Sucker Punch here. I believe I pick up the KO at this point. If they go, what is it called? Cinder, or not Cinderace, Latios. and they are. Low kick did a lot. I'm gonna get rid of Libero. There, if we go back to Blaze, Sucker Punch actually doesn't kill, so I am gonna pivot out. I'm gonna go into LATI here. Not LATI, sorry, Permarina, I think. Just fire off a Draining Kiss. Should be fun against their team. I think we're in a good spot. So we're gonna go ahead and go into President Mike, our LATI. If they flip turn, good on them. We're gonna see a Luster Purge. I believe we do take it. So 263 down to 85. Is that just like soul do damage? Where is? Let me see. 263 minus 85. That should be like 178 with a Luster Purge. Yeah, so just like soul do, max special attack. I should just be able to Draining Kiss here and get some HP back. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We should outspeed this thing because it's paralyzed. We won't forget about it this time. Oh, actually, we might not. Oh man. Do I lose if I lose this thing? I might. I think I have to click it again. I'm gonna go into LATI. I don't want to risk that. So I'm gonna have to pivot down to LATI. That's bad, but I think if I get a Healing Wish off, I can Calm Mind and win this game with Prim. I'm gonna go ahead and pivot through to Latios, or Latias, I mean. I get to fire off a Draco here against their team. That lets in. Is that what I want to do here? I think so. I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna fire off a Draco here. We should be fine. Just gotta connect at this point. We're gonna fire off a Draco. We are gonna land. Latia's gonna drop, I imagine. Yeah. So Latias kills Latios. G-Weezing's like at 25. Heatran gets to come in now instead of Brox, which is a little bit unfortunate. I suppose, I think at this point, sacking my Thundy if Heatran comes in is probably my best play. Especially because they're probably just going to set rocks. So, I think that's what I'm going to do next. The Annihilate is a little worrisome, but like I said, it has no Rage Fist boost. So, I don't think it's in a spot where I need to be worried about it. Scarf Zarude, I mean, there's just no way your Scarf special Zarude. That makes zero sense. You're like a Nasty Plot set, you have to be. We're going to see Heatran come in. I'm going to go ahead and pivot out. I'm going to go into my Thundy here. I think the Healing Wish into my Permarina is going to be what wins me this game. At this point, I outspeed and I can always Psychic Noise that Belly Bolt. The Heatran's a little bit of a problem with the Magma Storm, but I mean, you've clicked a ton of them at this point. We're going to see the rocks go up. So late game, Rockies. This game would be completely different had I set them up, I think. So, really wishing I took the opportunity to do so earlier. So, with this being a Spadef Heatran, what do I need it at to KO with a Psychic Noise? And am I able just to click like Thunderbolt to put it in that range? It does like 40. If I'm at +1, it's like 60, a little over 60. So if I go into Thundy here, I don't kill it. I think I just spam Thunderbolt into this team right now. I think that's fine. I'm going to Focus Blast actually on this following turn. It covers the Rude coming in and it punishes that, which would be nice. Gets damage off on the Belly Bolt and forces it into a recover turn, which allows my Permarina to come in. Or my LATI. I think my LATI coming in would make more sense. Or Cinderace. Actually Cinderace. Cinderace would make more sense to kill it. So I'm going to go ahead and click Focus Blast here. I think that's my safest bet. I could totally still, like, honestly, just trying to go for Double Protect. But I feel like that'd be a waste of turn. They are going to go for Double Protect. Okay. So I just need to connect this, which would be super, super nice. Alright, cool. So we are going to connect the Focus Blast, which is awesome. And we're going to pick up... Is that a crit? No, that just straight up killed. Okay. So Thundy kills Heatran. And Thundy dies to Poison. So down goes Heatran. It got the rocks up. Something I need to keep in mind. So I think LATI is fine to go into here. I guess worst case is they go into Annihilate. But I should always live a hit. Get the Healing Wish off. Zarude, I should outspeed that thing. Or do I just go into Cinderace here? If I go Cinderace, worst case would be they go into... I don't think I have a worst case if they do that. I'm gonna go into Cinderace here. I think Cinderace is a fine play. I don't think there's a bad position necessarily I'll be in. That's Annihilate? Yeah, so Annihilate is nice. The only problem is I was scared that Thunderbolt, or not Thunderbolt, like U-turn would kill my LATI if it was Scarfed, but I should always live a hit with my Cinderace from this thing. So Annihilate. I'm gonna go ahead and click Pyro here. Pyro into Sucker, I imagine, kills this thing. We're gonna go ahead and click it. We're gonna see if it's Scarfed or not. Do I just lose at this point? I don't think so, right? I don't think I lose the Scarf just yet. So I kill here. I go into LATI, pick up the KO. They'd have to go into Belly Bolt. And I just attack until I need to Healing Wish, I think. Based on how long it's taking them to click, I don't think that they're Scarfed. Man, had I gone LATI though, this thing might have dropped, unless they're Papaya Berry. But it's not Scarfed, so we're gonna click the Pyro here. We're gonna get big crit. So this thing's gonna drop now. This thing's gonna drop the poison, which is awesome. So we're actually gonna live too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Quill kills Ape. So now what comes in? She doesn't get 25. Belly Bolt has to come in here. Belly Bolt could be Terra Water, Flying, or Fairy if it comes in here. I don't think you're Terra Water in this matchup. I think Flying or Fairy are the two that make sense. We're gonna see Belly Bolt come in here. I'm gonna go ahead and click. I'm gonna click Pyro Ball again. I don't see a reason not to. I think so. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and click Pyro here. I want to say, oh man, I don't know what kind of set this is. Oh, it's Spadef. It was Spadef from earlier. So, I mean, if that's the case, we're gonna Pyro Ball, yeah. So I think they're like Terra Flying or even Fairy potentially. We're gonna see it live on like 1. They're gonna get the Bolt switch off. So Belly or Bolt kills. Bolt kills Cinderace. You know what my play might have been? I think the play was actually stacking Primarina there in order to get my Healing Wish off on Cinderace instead. That might have just cost me the game. So we have to go into LATI here. I mean, I outspeed this thing unless it's Scarf Dark Pulse, but I think I live a Scarf Dark Pulse if that's the case. So I'm curious what my play is at this point. So if they're Scarfed, I just lose the game. Actually, no, they can't lock into anything. So, Calm Mind, or not Calm Mind, sorry. If they're Zarude here, do I live a Dark Pulse? If they're special, I should live a hit if they're Scarfed Dark Pulse. Or Sphere kills here. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that. I don't need a Healing Wish yet. In fact, I might not even need to pop it at all if they're not Scarfed here. They're going to withdraw. What was the point of that? They're going to go into this thing and stack the Belly Bolt as I click Aura Sphere and kill. So Latios kills Bolt. And I think that's just game. I mean, the only thing I can think of why you would do that. No, because I don't have rocks up. This thing isn't Custap. We saw it earlier, right? Is this thing Custap? Does Zarude get any priority? That's the only way. But I think we saw earlier that it wasn't Custap. That's my thought, at least. Does it get any form of priority? It doesn't. And if they're Scarf, they just click it there. Even then, they'd have to Scarf in a Dark Pulse. I don't know, dude. If I go into Prim here and they're scarfed, I don't think they're cussed at. I'm risking it. Don't be cussed at. Alright, alright. I feel like earlier in the game I saw that it wasn't cussed at because I knocked it into this range before and it clicked a move. I just can't remember for the life of me what it was, if they were. So that's what I was scared about. My thought process was, though, if they're cussed at, the point of it is to get damage off to put me into the rude range. But no matter what, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't have mattered. So I think I just get to click Aura Sphere here. If they're scarfed, they have to lock into Dark Pulse. But if they aren't scarfed, we're going to get the Aura Sphere off, and we're going to freaking win, dude. We're going to freaking win. We're going to knock out the #1 seed in the first round of playoffs. I did not play that game the greatest. There's a lot of plays that I could have made that would have been better, for sure. I think my prep carried me personally, and I'm really, really happy that we were able to pick up a win here. GG to our opponent. The crit on Annihilate sucked, question mark, but I don't think it ended up mattering, if I'm not mistaken, because they weren't scarfed, so LATI always revenged. So I don't think it mattered at all. So GG to our opponent, go check them out. They'll be linked in the description below, as well as all the other UNPL coaches. The UNPL playlist is down in the description below. If you want to check out the whole season, and we're going to move on to round 2 of the playoffs. We don't get to choose or anything. We don't get chosen, just randomized seeding. So no idea who we're going to play. I was the first match of playoffs. But I'll thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like, hit that like button and subscribe for more draft league content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.